Well, hello there again, America. This is Ricky Mangum calling. For those who have ears, listen to the church when the church is speaking. Do y'all get it? Where it come from? Do y'all get it? Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. America, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, one God. So these kids in America tell me today, and their parents tell me today, that our beautiful children stand in class in silence. And so you parents think Trump done did something and you left God out? You left God out. Even Kennedy said you could do it by yourself, but not where it's not across this nation. God made the Ten Commandments. God created the Ten Commandments. God created the Constitution of the United States of America. God made the Declaration of Independence with them great men. George Washington, shoot, I'm an American. Before he went to battle, in them history books, he said he went and prayed to God. He went and prayed to God. Even though they had slaves, as you say. They're not racist. Them white folks ain't mess with trash. We so good they had to bring us over here. They had to snatch us, we so good. They still snatching us today, we just that good. They ain't racist. We built this country with them. The railroad. Made millions of dollars on them farmlands with that cotton. We in the house. Not racist. It was under God. Even the Confederates would love God, and they prayed to God. Generally prayed to God before they went to war with Abraham Lincoln and the Union soldiers. All praying and fighting for us. That ain't racist. Lincoln was like, nah. Need to start doing people like that. We don't do us like that because Abraham Lincoln knows. I know they the best, but we ain't got to do them like that. You do them human beings as worse than you do your own dog, your horse you ride. You don't whip your horse that much when you're riding. So these are visions. And so as us, as a people, there's a story. America. When I heard them stories down in the South, when I was a guest in Mississippi, Alabama, and I heard them black folks that stay in that same community with them, they all live together, and everybody there has a name. Them people down there not doing nothing. Like what the half-ass the rest of this country going. Nobody down there saying nigger. And when the white folks saying it, that's a compliment. And still give you a glass of water. Because we the best. Because they said. I heard some stories down there. A man named Roy said his mama named Bracy May. He said Ricky, his great uncle, told him some stories when he was 10. Said how they took his uncle before him. He said the white man hung him on a tree and they barbecued his friend next to him. And the man loved him and hated him so much, said fuck him so much, he put his pants down while his uncle was hanging in the tree and stuck his dick in him. That's a story. And when he told the story, he telling the story just like how I'm telling it. He didn't say, oh, them racist ass white people. None of that. None of that. You don't know what you're talking about, Miss Crockett. I have not heard one story when I sat down at the kitchen table and eat with them peoples, when I worked with them peoples, in their city, in their town. It's none of that. And that black man told me that story. Didn't even say, like that when the black man told me that story. Then another black man told me how he did his daddy's dad. The sheriff come to his house and go in there and fuck his wife while he there sitting on the porch. And then when he get through, the sheriff come out while the black man sitting on the porch and rub his head and say, good boy, good boy. But see, we already know it's like that. And so, but that black man that was sitting on that porch listening and the white man brutalizing his wife, then he got to go back in there because he's a man and he's loved and he consoles his wife and he ain't mad at her because she didn't cheat. And then I hear, not one time, when that black man told me that story, he said, I hate them motherfuckers, they some racist motherfuckers. I have never heard that story, not even in my own family. Not even in my own family. And so, on the white side, when I talked to them, when I tell you I talked to the former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, he was 80 years old. I was talking to his grandson. I didn't know who he was. Me and his grandson be out there drinking a beer in the Alabama heat after we done got off work at the docks. And we'd be out there talking and drinking a ice house. And then he said, man, here come my grandfather. He be tripping. So I already know what he means. All right, going on in the house. So 2 times that happened. The third time, he called me over to the truck while his grandson was in the house like he always do. I go, he says, hey, boy, come here, boy. I said, yes, sir. Because he's an elder and I respect. And he said, every time I come here, you always talking to my grandson. What my grandson tell you about me? I looked at him straight away. I said, he said, you fucked up. He said, yep. I knew he was telling you that. He said, I'm the former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. I said, yeah. I said, nice to meet you. He said, you know what? I was ignorant. Because he a God, and he believe in God too. He say he was ignorant. Do you know who the hell I was talking to, America? I was talking to a man Barbara Walters ain't never had an interview with. That Barbara Walters ain't never had an interview. If anybody in America had an interview with that man, it was Walter Concrete or Dan Rather. Men. Men. But in a different season in his life and time. And for some reason, God sent me his way. He said that we the best. And I said, what it is about us. He said, y'all the best. Y'all royalty. Say you need anything done. Get you a black man. He didn't say nigga. He didn't say negro. He said black man. He said, boy, you want a Marlboro? And an Ice House beer. And guess what that great American was driving? A Ford F-150. Jet black. Clean motherfucker. Yeah, 80 years old. So when you get older and you believe in God, you ain't no, and that's why I say what racist. And I tell him, I say, why y'all don't kill black people no more? He said, hell, it's against the law. So they got more respect for this country. So what racism? So what hatred? Okay, so you say Trump from there. You say them people. You say them other people that's up there from there. Hell yeah, they from there. They're Americans. See, one thing about it, like I ain't raised up down there. I'm raised in another state. So as most of us Americans, we saw that. We saw that. You know, and then so TV put it like this. Put these words as racism in it. I haven't heard no black people say that. We say in America, shit, they don't like us. Shit, they hate us. Shit, you gotta watch them. Cause they watching us too much. They doing too much. But back in the day, the only way a black man get a white man back was to have sex with his white women. The only time a black man mess with a white woman is to buy an island. Open up a bank account. Open up a business. Yeah. A black man back in those days, and it still should be there today. And so he gonna tell me, he said, nah, I ain't gonna never tell you I killed a black man now. And I did him like this. I did him just like this. Didn't I say nothing? Yep. He told me this. He taught me about this country. He said, you don't never go against this country. This great American from down in the South, in Alabama, Mississippi, you don't never go against this country. So what race is it? That's not the story down there. I ain't never been there, but I happen to be a guest. God sent me that way. Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina. Good people. See, like I tell you, that man said, fuck me. Called me a nigga. He had that rebel flag and they had a big ass Chevy truck with 4x4s on it, like a big truck. Like a Bigfoot truck. Fuck you, nigga. I'm looking like this. Alright, but I'm on American soil. And I was an American man. And so now we got boundaries because it's against the law. So I can stand there as an American, and then so we're getting together. So it never was racist. It was just, they were doing too much. They were bullies. We can do anything we want to do with these motherfuckers. We the best. They brung us over here. They didn't bring trash over here. They brought the best over here. America. So don't let these people play racism on us. Look how far we done came. Look how far we done came from then start going to college together. Now then it was O.J. Simpson, Mean Joe Green, you know, Tony Dorsett come out. A lot of great players came out, and a lot of people we started mixing together, and then it became a calm. That's why Franklin Roosevelt, for his 4 terms, he was kind of like Trump. He seen that the Westinghouses and the Rockefellers was running America into the ground, and so they was trying to buy him, and they were mad at him because they wanted to keep it going just like this, just like the Confederates wanted to keep us as their toys. So now, after the emancipation, and then so the Rockefellers and the Westinghouse was running the Americans up north in the ground. And so then and people couldn't keep no money in the bank. Y'all don't know, y'all don't love your country. Sound like America, me. Scared to go to church. I mean, how fuck, motherfuckers just come over here, America, and just tell us, take them statues down. You don't supposed to have redskins on there. You know who they could do all that when they took God. They took prayer out of school. They don't do a pledge allegiance to the flag no more, America? Come on, really? Hell no. Who told y'all that? Y'all doing it hard. Y'all said, fuck God. Y'all as a American people, y'all supposed to be like, even Kennedy said that. Hell no. Y'all should have had a march on that. The war on drugs should have had a march on that. Hold up, we ain't fucking over each other. So when Theodore came in, he said, shit, I got to bring in Social Security. Shit, I got to bring in housing. I got to feed the people food stamp. I got to make member FDIC where people can trust putting their money in the bank. In God we trust. And what them liberties was made through God, just like the 10 Commandments, the same. Deliver us from the evil one. So if we were doing stuff on right here in America to each other, but it was some forgiveness, and there was some forgiveness here, and there was some forgiveness on both sides. Yeah, you don't know, Miss Crocker, that it was black men and women in the master house. It could be a white woman and have a midwife in there, and she called that black woman all kind of nigga girls, sorry, hoe ass, nappy head, nigga bitch, and her little white baby, that black woman, that feeds that white baby with her left titty, and that white baby called her mama. Then that ain't racism there. I like you. I just don't know how to come to you to express my kindness to you, and so you're so great that I have to come to you like this. My mama named Mildred. So that, she said, baby, you gotta excuse them because they don't know how to come to royalty. So this is how we handle it, because we the best. Miss Jasmine, so you as a black woman, we don't do that. Yeah, kind of like the Antichrist, the accuser, because that's how God say Lucifer was doing him up in heaven. Now just think, America, so Trump, God, and that's Lucifer. Always accusing. Do you see that accusing? Yeah. Like good Antichrist there, but it might go to another one, and another one in there. Yeah, gonna downgrade our country like that. Y'all better catch it. Cause she ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing nothing but talking down on us, and ain't nobody saying nothing. So Trump waiting on y'all. So anyway, meanwhile back at the rest with Theodore Roosevelt. So that's why we wasn't in this shit. Civil War just not too long got over. We trying to heal. And so he see a vision. He see that these motherfuckers, Rockefellers, Westinghouse and them running Chicago and them all in the dirt, all in the ground. All that poverty was up there, y'all remember? So he come along. He had a vision. And he made them programs, and they were good. Them programs set in stone for us. That ain't gonna never change. So I don't know who them Nazis up there, yeah, in our Congress that you seen in the video, they up there, they the one talking about knock down Social Security, knock down housing, take away food stamps. Just like the war on drugs, just like take away God. Just like knock them statues down, Mississippi, Alabama. Just like take off the Washington Redskins. We ain't looking at that shit like that. This our shit. Are you ashamed of where the fuck you come from? Be like me, being ashamed of my mama. Being ashamed of my mama. This us. This our history. I remember very well, shit. I remember very motherfucking well. Don't y'all remember? You know, I got to bring y'all back to reality. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Just think. I want you to think, Jasmine Crockett and all you other people that Trump in there already. And then, you can't beat them out with joint. And they just run their mouth. I'll tell you, Trump, I could be in the store. And there's somebody in there saying, Trump gonna take black history away from America. I say, they lying. Oh, he's lying. They gonna kill Trump. And then so I look around, check my surroundings, and then I know some other Trump supporters because we be like this. When them and then we be whispering to each other, we ain't even, you can't keep talking to a fool. You can't keep talking to a fool. That propaganda don't even know you. They say, you don't like Trump, Reed? Why you don't like Trump? I say, I don't know him. I never met the man. I said, but it seemed like to me that God put him there. I said, he ain't never said fuck America. He said make America great again. He talk about God. It was COVID. They arrested them down. They arrested the preacher because they was having service outside. He said, let him go. See, I need him to let my daughter go for these injustices. So, I like to drink a beer with him. Then we go out and go talk to some girls at the club or something. I say, that's what men do. I say, other than that, I say, I don't know him to say something ugly about him. And so that's why for 4 years, we were together. We wasn't getting no war because we trying to fix us. Then the Kennedy, then Eisenhower and them came. Eisenhower and them know they had Pandora box. How the hell they gonna let Nazis be head of the CIA? And they let Nazis that hate us, they pledge allegiance to Hitler, y'all. To Hitler, y'all better go back and look. And they let it close to the president, Kennedy, for a rocket ship. Ooh, that spirit is cold. It just was in the body. Satan don't hang with us. He hang and holds with the leaders of the nation to change my ways, to change my laws. 1962, 63, had Kennedy saying take God out of America. Now you see his demise. Okay. So Christians, when like the preachers preach, the preachers preach and y'all hear them say this, when y'all go to church or if y'all watch it on TV, they say, well, if you take God out, then you on your own. When you take God out, you become acceptable to the charms of evil, to the charms of the evil one. powers and principalities in the air, dark forces, cunning. They're cunning. Those are spirits in those bodies. They were already here, America. So, Christians, what y'all think about y'all church y'all go to? Y'all church that y'all go to did not stand for God in 1962. Not even the Pope came over here and got on their ass. Their church is church then state. Because they go and talk to the preacher before anything. Old Colonel Powell saying this chief of staff saying this when he put it all together, then he go seek him wise counsel before he go to war. A president seeks wise counsel, but he talks to his men like King Arthur at the round table. And then he goes and talks to the wise man, the man of God, to get a word from God when he's the man of God. Because a man of God is a warrior of life. And when that president go in there, he's putting it down. Well, this one is saying this, Colonel Powell saying this, Oliver North is saying this. Kamala Rice saying this, Biden saying this, Obama saying this. I'm getting all this advice. But I'm thinking of it like this. And what does God say? It is like this, and he's showing him, the man of God, the map. And when he a man of God, the man of God, most of the time, had an answer before he even get there, because he already got an inclination of it from him, because he got front row seat, man, because that's his counselor. They're saying this, they're saying that. Well, my son, peace be still. Get all the information and then come see me and I'll pray to God about it. Before he get there, God had already had the answer to give to the president or to George Washington or to the King of England when it's God first. So you see, what about y'all church now? So your church, your preacher, and none of these preachers in this country, Bill Winston, Joyce Meyer, Copeland, Tony Evans, Ron Carpenter, none of them is standing up for God. None of them is standing up for that's a boy, that's a girl. None of them is standing up. So they hoeing with Lucifer done got in there, Satan got in there and hoeing with the church. So the church is cold-blooded. See, so y'all the sheep, we the sheep. But not one of them churches stood like Moses, like Abraham, like Samson, like Jesus. And when Jesus whooped them gamblers with them doves, set of them doves in his daddy house and took his rope out, got to whooping they butts up out his daddy house. Get up out my daddy house. Get up out my daddy house. Ain't supposed to. Yeah, God is love, but love conquers all things. See, America, God ain't lost no war. And they ain't planning on losing that one. Yeah. So what kind of crime have Trump committed, America? When your kids are telling you, we don't pray in school, we don't pledge allegiance in school, everybody will go to church. That's the church responsibility to keep God in it. That's those leaders' responsibility to keep God in it. But them same leaders, remember, they're old school Americans. that was down with the slave trade too. Eisenhower and all them. So believe me, a Nazi and head of the CIA. So don't you know that they was asking them, well, how did y'all do the Jews? What was y'all doing? And then they told them, well, we did it like this, and we did it like that, and we caused all this conflict within the nation and had them going against each other. Yeah. So then they tried that experience on us. And the biggest experiment they did was took God out of school, took prayer out of school, and none of y'all stood up and said nothing. Just like Adam in the garden. Adam could have said, no, I'm not finna join you, Eve, in that. I'm not going to participate, and told the accuser, Satan, and the 30 angels, get the hell on. The hell you mess with my shit for? That's all Adam had to do. In America, that's all y'all had to do too. Y'all ain't taking prayer to school. We love God. So what kind of love y'all got? Rigid. Rigid. So that was an experiment. Look how long. It was in 62. Now look how long it took them to start implementing it. Shit, by 1990, 89, 90, that's when my kids would start telling me, stuff, about that. When they're in high school, by 1990, I bet you they was like, they're never gonna go for it. They're never gonna go for it. Even Kennedy, in that video I got on there, he said, I know they're not going to like that. I guess, I guess they waited long enough for they did the war on drugs. That's against. So when you took God out, when they took God out, they lost the protection. Up there with the devil. The devil don't give a fuck. The Nazis don't give a fuck. They hate God. That is the Antichrist is up there. That's why Kennedy and them is dead. He did that, took that out of there, and then brainwashed him, sued him, cunning, conniving. The Bay of Pigs going over there messing with Castro. But look, I'm going to tell y'all like this. I'm going to tell you, look, P play, P game, and it is a play, and it's a hell of a game. Now, we got half half of the devil scientists, and Russia got the other half of the alliance to Hitler. So they don't give a fuck. So you don't think that the one in the CIA was in contact with the German that was in the KGB? You don't think all this is a setup with the rockets just to get the Kennedys to do that? He probably told them, I ain't gonna do it unless you renounce God. Take pride of school, and then we'll take a rocket ship up there. So the devil's on they took them people that was in alliance with Hitler. See, but in that video, that's why Hitler said he wanted them all dead, because they were just like him. They can't be nothing but like his master. They were just like his master, Hitler. Well, Hitler did try that now. In that video, he said Hitler was trying to kill them all. He said, nah, I ain't gonna set y'all off. Maybe even Hitler had a heart. He was trying to he told them to kill all them motherfuckers because they gonna cause confusion. They gonna do just like me. That's the big part. See how they country destroyed? So they going both ways. Soviets do a rocket ship, we saw, oh, they got to tripping because the devil of his said, ooh, they did the rocket ship, the CIA, Hitler, talking to the KGB, Hitler, them his kids. What the fuck, how they supposed to think? What God say? The son do as the father do, the daughter do as the mother do. Same thing, they rock together, just like if it was Crips and Bloods, rock together. Millionaires hang with millionaires. Alcoholics hang with alcoholics, but alcoholics can be millionaires too. What the fuck? Ain't life beautiful? But them same spirits over there in Russia is the same ones over here, and they work back and forth together. They work back and forth together. They set the shit up for everybody to look up, especially in America. So God is hot. He ain't jealous. He said, y'all cold-blooded. He said, y'all need to come back. Y'all need to repent and ask for forgiveness. I'm telling you, y'all ought to be glad y'all ain't out of there. But you know why? Because that same spirit that been on this earth since he formed Adam in front of him, God formed Adam in front of the devil and the third of the angel and watched it. So y'all had that choice to say no for taking God out of school, say no, we not doing war on drugs. So then the war on drugs, y'all, led to Child Protective Service. Look at what it has done. We don't do that to each other. We do not hurt each other. Only thing we were fighting for is leave us the fuck alone, and we want the same opportunities that's under God. That's what these constitutions say. This country built on blood. I have two fathers. Charles Air Force, espionage, speak German, Greek, been all around the world, love this country. He said the same thing. He said, you don't never go against this country, you don't never go against your family. Good man. I got another father named Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Wesley Ward, Marine, Vietnam, professional dog trainer. Accommodations out the world, professional killer, hand-to-hand combat, squadron leader, 12 to 15 men, never lost a man in combat. Steven Seagal ain't got shit on my daddy, and I'm his son. You know what I'm saying? I got some great men that I had the pleasure of sitting down with, and he said the same thing. He loved his country. He don't never go against this country. He a trained professional, trained killer. He could take my beautiful mother out and his neighbors and his neighbor and his wife, and they can go out to eat and then go to a club and drink and dance hard. And you know when Gunnery Sergeant looking at it, and he smiles, and then he thinks of the men that fell next to him on that battlefield, and the pain and suffering and the shells flowing everywhere. And he looks and he sees his wife and they're at the club, and when they're riding in that car with another American, his neighbor. And he looks and he sees that and he says, it was all worth it. It was all worth it. That part. Do you see it? Yeah, so y'all took the protection away, man. So what Trump do again? Y'all committed the biggest sin. Y'all saying fuck God, y'all saying fuck your children. When these kids and these parents are telling Ricky that it's silence. So what do you think about your preaching now? So yeah, America, when y'all let God go, then that's the collapse. So they can say them statues, Robert E. Lee and all that, that's us. We as Americans ain't worried about that. We know that they were great men, they just had that mentality like that. But they still believed in God. Redskins. That man that owned the Redskins ain't thinking racial and racist towards the Redskins. Shit, that's Redskins. That's John Riggins, first black Super Bowl quarterback, Doug Williams. Shit, we was all cheering. Ain't 9 person in America was disrespecting the indigenous people. Back in my school, it's Sam Houston Cherokees. Disrespect, we had a band fight song. We go on the wall. Doom, 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 doom. Shit, we be kicking it. Shit, had the best record too. In high school back in the day, shit, best track, shit, we the Cherokees, shit. That's a king, so we looked at ourselves as kings. At our high school, Cherokees is what a meaning. So somebody just come in our country, because look, real talk, America. Now this is us, everything I've been explaining. Now why would we look at anything at ours as ugly? Because the whole thing about the whole thing about whites and blacks, the civil rights movement, and all that was to have equal rights. That's it, that's all. And then we finally got it. But did y'all know about that in '62? Really, did y'all? Because I ain't never heard of it. I ain't never heard of it. I've been hearing these kids tell me they don't do prayer in school. So I asked Google, what Google came up with. I said, Say, Trump, remember you saying do something positive in your community? Well, I'm doing something positive for this nation, because this my country. This my country. What the fuck I'm going to go get my shit for? You're not going against it. Everybody who voted for you not, they don't go against it. So look, Jasmine and that. Say, you remember that other man? I forget his name. He was on the newscast when your boy Elon. I was gonna say the Rocket Man, but your boy Elon. When y'all was in the White House in the Oval Office and you was in your suit and he had his son on his shoulder like an American, you know, talk about that, looking at that man. Was on there, talk about now, look how Elon is saying, fuck Donald Trump, saying fuck us. That's an American. What is wrong with that? Just constantly just accusing you, hey, that's a spirit. That's a spirit. And so, America, so we voted for him, right? We voted for him, right? So all of us is fucked up, huh? So we voted for him, so as much as they putting what we vote for down, they talking about us too. They saying we some stupid motherfucker. Everything that they say Trump is, they saying we is too. That Jasmine Crockett bro talking all that shit, she talking about us too. Ain't that some stupid shit? They trying to say we some racist, stupid. Everything they say ugly about Trump, they saying that they cussing us out too. I wonder if this will stop it. I wonder what y'all stupid. Nobody saying nothing. Make America great again. Ain't nobody standing up. See, I should have been standing up when y'all found out one of them more praying. in school when you have children going there. I'm telling you, I need to get rid of, when y'all come back to God, everything, I want y'all to think about it, everything that's against this country is Naziism and the spirit of evil, them spirits, them invisible forces that was already on this earth, and it's been like that forever, and it's in that book. They're throwing you off. The book is a life book, basic instructions on earth, and you're too busy worrying about black, if Jesus is black, read the stories. You see that story that I got on here, that's the history. Those are the entities. They're invisible. If we go from the snake, it was in Hitler. It went from Hitler to von Braun. And then von Braun got next to Kennedy and then beguiled Kennedy to say fuck God, and said, I know, but he said this. He said, I know they ain't gonna like it. What happened? I guess y'all liked it because y'all didn't stand up like Adam didn't stand up in the garden. So what Trump do again? Look at the war. Then there's a war on drugs. I bet you them people sitting up there talking about they ain't gonna go for it. It was an experiment, and y'all went for it. And then the mother motherfuckers up there is allowing them. That's why Trump say it's ran like a country club. Oh, you can't say that. No, yeah, you can. I'm an American, motherfucker. I'm an American. And as an American, man, y'all tripping. They against us. We don't do that. It was enough for just us to get together, so we get together. Then somebody shooting at a goddamn school. That's not us. We don't do that shit. What are you thinking about? Going to a damn school shooting up somebody. Caliban. Can't go to the movies? That's not us. All them people were from another country trying to start all this strife. We were cool. Black movies, Red Fox, Richard Pryor, James Brown, Rita Franklin, Elvis Presley. Come on, y'all, we was kicking it. So what the fuck we look like going against our shit? Our shit ain't ugly. It ain't us. Why would any red-blooded American go against anything that I'm explaining to y'all? And it's great. Because people way across there want to come over here. Can't be ugly. We cold. I had to check some of them Africans sometimes. They come over here. They be hating on us black people, talking about we spoiled and shit. I said, shit, we show motherfucking here. You goddamn right. All the shit we been through, shit, we got it like that. Shit, when you gonna invite me to your house? Oh, you can't go home no more. Shit, I had to check them, because they be thinking one way, and I said, no, they did us like this, and we was going through this. But when I speak that, I still ain't saying they was some racist motherfucker, fuck that motherfucker. No, they was acting like this. And then they be like, oh, I did not know. Yeah, now you know. You better know your rights while you're over here. But how you gonna have your rights when you take God out? So I can't get my kid because America don't love God. So what do you think about your preacher at church? You wanna say somebody heathen? Y'all better reevaluate y'all motherfucker self. Talking about our land like that, and great people have died from the Civil War, World War I, World War II. Great men. And y'all allow somebody to come over here and say what they don't like. Only somebody come and say they don't like is somebody else, not an American. We ain't anything but that shit. You ready to go to the next Redskin game. You ready to, shit, shit. What the fuck they think about Cowboy then? It was Cowboys and the Redskins. I mean, that's American. I don't know why you allow that to happen on the Washington Redskins, the Commanders. That's crazy. Y'all let them take those statues down because y'all took God out. They said they'll never go for it. And they went for it. They went for it. But I'm trying to get my kid. And that shit in Ukraine, that's a heist. Check that history about when Hitler and them had stole all that money. But it's just a different season and a different way it's going. What country need money? Every country got money, gold, silver, paper money. Shit, they got good credit. All they needed was the weapons. Why they need us to send them money? It's a heist. Let me see, America. Y'all want to get that check, right? They waiting on a check, Trump. So if they come back to God, get rid of the war on drugs, Child Protective Service, and everything else and put everything back. The statues, Washington Redskins, back where it was, and then that money right there, you can compensate all of America because that's a lawsuit. That's just like freeing the slaves and leaving the land and the mule. Because look what it has done to our country. Look at all the people who are not married. Look at all the women think they're bitches. Nicki Minaj is not going to come on national TV and say, ladies, we're not bitches. They're paying me $500 million to sing the word bitch. And these women don't walk around talking about bitch. They don't forgot how to be a lady. A woman is not the man, Trump. Before the war on drugs, Trump, everybody in America was married. Everybody had a thing. Even if we was powdering our nose at the club, it wasn't a war against us. That is what Satan does. That is what the Naziism brung over here. And y'all been listening to it. Kennedy and Eisenhower was listening to it. Well, what did y'all do to the Jews? And how did y'all get them to act like this? And we do them like this, and we do them like that, and had their ass captivated too. Pop go to Weasel, they did. Kennedy's and John and Robert. Playing with the devil. It was all set up from Russia to here. The spirits are in Russia, and the spirit of Nazism is in Russia, and the spirit of Nazism is in America. And one is in the CIA, and one and some in the KGB. You know they gonna go on. We doing them like this over here. We do it like that. They paper clipped y'all. And y'all just as Americans, y'all sheep. Y'all just go by what you see. But the church, fell away. It's just going along with it. So if y'all want to get some money, then y'all need to bring God back and take away everything that's against this country, because y'all know that's not us. Everything that's against this country. Because we don't go against us. We were just trying to get us together. Now we together. Remember, everything was calm, cool, collected, then this shit come out. The war on drugs come out first. Then they start talking about taking God out of prayer out of school. Then it was a domino effect. Then talking about praying, talking about then bring in gay, the LBG community, all that. You don't have to have a vote. Understand me? If you want to be a man, you want to be with that man, we'll take your ass off. You want to be with another woman, it ain't got to be a vote. You get sick, you still got to go to the doctor. You think you a sissy? Shit, when you die, you still gonna die with a dick. You a lesbian? When you die, you still gonna have a pussy. You know, you're lying to yourself. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. God bless you. It ain't got to be a vote. It shouldn't have to be no big thing. It should have been a big thing about taking God out of school. Y'all didn't march for God, huh? Y'all didn't march for God, huh? What you think about y'all preacher? That's why he tell you to read your Bibles. When you go to a room, when y'all start doing that, ask God to send you the Holy Spirit to teach you His way, God. And go to a room in private. Y'all want to get that money? Trump, if they come back to God and stand on something, it'd be a good fight too. Make America strong again. And everything against us, abolish all that. War on drugs, child protective services, bring back the Redskins, put the statues back up. Have education on us, because ain't nothing that shit bad to me. That's us. So somebody else come out country, they bring all that back and all that money in Ukraine, then break us off that 10% or half all across America. Break us off, and that'll be our payment for this injustice, for this crime against America. And get rid of all that Naziism, get rid of it out the Capitol and put nothing but Americans in there from all across this state, and get all them people that y'all know that's a Nazi and against. You get them out of there, because they holding us up. Because Americans don't go against Americans.